Hi, guys. This is your girl with a total different topic. So let's get into it. Jaguar Wright. And I might not even be pronouncing her first name right. Jaguar, like the car, Wright. I've listened to a lot of her information. I try to fairly listen to a lot of her information. And I'm going to tell you where I get lost on her info. I'm gonna tell you why I get lost on it. When she's been out the industry for decades now, like the mid 2000s, it's 2024. The things that she talks about, I'm gonna help y'all out because y'all hang on her every word. So I already know that a lot of people are not going to listen to me or side with me on what I'm about to say, and that's fine. But sometimes you got to use your own critical thinking and think logically, because the accusations, the things that she say about people, it's almost like she wants their attention. Like, I'm going to keep on pushing and pushing until I get somebody's attention. Because it's a reason why she's no longer active in the industry. It's a reason why she comes off as somebody that's bitter. Because let me just tell you something. One thing in any form of industry, what we don't like in any form of industry is a busybody that talks and gossips and tell everything they know. See, what y'all are failing to think about, because y'all are eating up all this, y'all eating all of it up, just taking it all in like she's the Bible. And whenever she speaks, y'all don't question it. Y'all just believe her because she was once in the industry. And it's plenty of people that was once in the industry and don't know jack. It's people that's in the industry and don't know jack. See, the problem with her accusations and her conspiracy theories, because that's what I truly believe, like 80% of the stuff she's saying is she start with things that most people on the outskirts of the industry know about how Aaliyah passed away and how just certain things happen that we knew, that we were privy to as just the average person, right? So okay. Okay. So this is the thing. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I could tell y'all, hey, um, Michael Jackson back in the day when he came to Nashville, um, I was able to meet him backstage, and he and I, when walked on Broadway, we got some breakfast, and he I signed an NDA to never speak about it, but we got some breakfast and we chilled together and we had a wonderful time. When he came to Nashville, he had one of the biggest concerts ever. We had a wonderful time, and he told me to never speak of it. When New Edition came to town in the 90s, um, when New Edition came to town in the 90s, I met with Bobby Brown. This was at the beginning stages of him and Whitney's relationship, so he wasn't all in yet, and I hung out with him. The only reason why I'm using these as examples, because if I tell you something over and over again, and some of the information that I'm giving you is plausible, some people that eat up gossip and just want to feed on stuff, they're easy to be manipulated and believe, because some things, if the accusations that she put out there, if some of the things that she put out there were actually true, was actually believable, she should be held accountable. Let me just say this. If the things that she claims she knows, the corners and the areas that she claims that she's been in, the places that she says she's the people that she says she's rubbed elbows with, if she knows all of this stuff that she says she knows, then they need to be coming to talk to her. Because you know a little bit more than what most people are saying. You're saying things, you're bringing up stuff that nobody has said. And I don't know what happened to the fallout between her and Jay-Z, but she got it in for him. Every time she talks, she's mentioning Jay-Z and Beyonce, and nobody's ever wondered if there's bitterness there. If the reason why she's so head on to criticize and bring up Jay-Z, and of course after Jay-Z you're going to bring up Beyonce, nobody ever once thought about, could we be listening to a burnt person? See, a person that has been burnt in the industry, a person who feels like they were done wrong or treated wrong or ousted or whatever in the industry, sometimes they don't have nothing to lose, and they just keep putting your name out there till they get your attention. I think she's an attention seeker. I think a lot of the stuff that she puts 100 on 10, I believe that some of the things that she says you guys need to take with a grain of salt until it becomes true. I mean, y'all are feeding on this stuff so hard, and I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't seen half the stuff. I sit and listen to her tapes, and I mean her videos, and I'm like, they eat this stuff up. And I'm gonna tell you why y'all eat it up. Y'all eat it up because y'all want some of it true. And I think some kind of way we've gotten off kilter here in the African American family. And let me just be clear. If anybody has done anything that's illegal, caused harm to someone else, I don't care who they are, they should be held accountable. So let me just put that disclaimer out. So I'm not for wrong. I'm not for defending wrongness, right? But why I am making this video is I see so many gullible people just sucking up the juice. Like they just here for it, and they just want to hear the gospel. They just want something to make them feel like, wow, did y'all hear what she said? Okay. How many people that you know that has been in the industry and maybe has retired from the industry or has not really dealt back with has went back into the industry? How many people do you know sit up and gossip like that? Sit up and be all over social media spreading all this. Nobody ever once thought that this could be a possible smear campaign. Nobody ever once thought that this person was hurt and burnt by the industry, so she wants to come back and try to bring down people and talk about so many things that there's no way she could know everything that she says she knows. Because why would I sit up and tell you my business? Why would I indulge with some of the stuff that she talks about, some of the stuff that she says? I see if it is true, I see why you're no longer active in the industry. If you're sitting up here telling the things that you tell about people, and you're telling it on social media outlets instead of going to the law, instead of actually up here trying to help people that you felt like that were done wrong, I see why you're no longer in the industry, because you're a busybody. She's what you call a busybody. Somebody that sits up and gossip and tells stuff and put 100 on everything that she talks about, 100 on 10. And I could talk about something long enough and something um some information well enough to where when things start to happen, I told y'all. No, no, that does not make her truthful. That does not make her truthful. What that does is make her messy. And let me just say why. Because when you sit up and you hold on to the information that you claim that you know, and you know what people were hurt, you know what things happen to people, and because you bold enough to put it on social media, so don't say she got to be protective of her own life and all that. She putting her face on social media, so she not that scared. So let me just say this: the things that she talks about, the claims that she has, why hasn't she went to the authorities with it? Things are so bad. So many people, Jay-Z and all these people named that she keep on her mouth, has done so much wrong. Why haven't you went to the authorities? You talking about them on social media. You talking about them everywhere. So if you really cared and it wasn't for clickbait and it wasn't for gossip and it wasn't for the attention and bitterness, then why wouldn't you take it somewhere where something could actually be done about it? Is it just a smear campaign? Is it just a moment where you just want to make people believe that you are the one that hold all the information? Black Hollywood is not that big, but Black Hollywood ain't trusting you like that. I don't see all these people that you always bring up trusting you, and you just knowing the business, and you just knowing everything about everybody. Anytime somebody get brought up, well, let me go on and give my 2 cents. Y'all remember that time when I told y'all? And let me just tell you, I was at a party and I saw Steve Urkel dancing with somebody, and then they went out the room and they came back and she was pregnant. You know, I mean, that's just an exaggerated, silly story. But my whole point is, stop being so gullible. And I have never in my life seen a whole bunch of people waiting for the demise of people. The demise. I mean, I saw somebody say, the downfall of Black Hollywood. So y'all want the downfall of Black Hollywood. Y'all want the people that entertain us, that have pushed forward and made it in the industry. Y'all want to see their downfall based on the lies that this girl is spitting out. Whether it's true or not, y'all got it in the atmosphere that y'all can't wait to see certain people go down. And I'm like, why do y'all hate the people that y'all claim y'all support so much? I've never seen so much hate for Jay-Z and Beyonce and let me see, I heard the name Oprah and Tyler Perry. It even got President Obama in the mix. I think it's disgusting what the black community is doing with this petty information that this girl has nothing substantial about. If somebody's going to sit up and tell me something, and I don't care how long they were in the industry, if you don't have the receipts nowadays means that you got it on video, that you got something concrete, you got something in black and white. You can prove it if it has to be proven in the court of law. If you can't give me that, I don't care nothing about what you're talking about. To me, it's just like any other gossiper. I can sit up and say the stuff that she's saying. I can say I used to sing backup for Tyler in Tyler Perry plays, and I learned everything about what he was doing behind the scenes, and y'all have no idea what I know. If I tell it long enough, y'all gonna believe me. I can bring up names and tie myself to certain people and talk about it long enough to where y'all need to stop being so gullible. 80% of people who have been in the industry does not sit up and gossip on social media outlets and tell stuff that has not been said, that's criminal, and gossip about other people. And y'all never question that. Y'all never wonder why this person knows everything and gossip about everybody and knows the inside and outs about people that she hadn't been around in decades. hadn't been around. Had not been around. See, I study people. I try to see people in a different angle. I'm not the one that always buy in. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not the one that always buy into people that always know the business. Always know stuff. Always in on stuff. Um always be in on stuff. Always know stuff. Always be on the in the know. Always. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying to y'all is use your mind. Use your mind. Think. Think hard. Think. Why would this person, how would this person know everything about everybody? Let's just say that she did know some of the stuff that she knows. Y'all haven't wondered why she hadn't been the one sitting up talking to the police. Y'all have never seen her on CNN, MSNBC, Fox, Newsmax, ABC, CBS, NBC. Y'all haven't seen her on any of these shows. She knows all of this. She knows the deep down dirty. And she's never went to any news outlet, but she spends all this time on social media feeding into y'all head. Y'all don't, I mean, to me it's clear as day that she's on a smear campaign, and she's trying to invoke hate in people that she feels burnt her in the industry. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me, because if I tell a lie long enough, if parts of it is true, then when it comes out, it's going to be like, oh, she was right. No, no. Bits and parts of it, if I tell that Aaliyah's death, let her rest in peace, Lord, was mysterious, and something happened that's unexplainable to that young lady in her life, and then soon after, Beyonce got popular. Oh my gosh, that did happen. Yeah, we was there. I was there. I was alive. And I want to just say this, that Beyonce was already out when Aaliyah passed. And Beyonce would still be Beyonce now. Because her theory is somebody had to die in order for somebody else to be who they were set to be. Think, be critical thinkers, my people. I want us to be more critical thinkers. If if God has led me to a path in my life, a goal that I'm seeking, and somebody else over here has the same goal, and we're trying to get into the industry and be in Hollywood and Black Hollywood, and become popular and become the who's who in the industry and all that, and I'm pushing towards my goal and you're pushing towards your goal, and God bless you, something happens to you and you not make it, my goal ends because that person passed. Beyonce would still be Beyonce. And I don't want anybody to be offended by this. Please don't be offended by this, because I was a Aaliyah fan as well. But Aaliyah was more like Sierra to me. Sierra and Aaliyah would have been more competition than Aaliyah and Beyonce. To me, I have to say how I feel about it. She was not on the same caliber with Beyonce. I love Aaliyah. I loved her music, but she was not. Our memory gets a little jogged. She could sing, but she couldn't sing. She was all right. She was all right. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from her gift or anything like that. I promise I'm not. But I was back then, and I was a Aaliyah fan. And to say that the reason why Beyonce all of a sudden got famous is because Aaliyah passed away. I think that's ignorant. I think it's ignorant. I think both of them, if Lord, if she was meant to live, um, and not pass away in that tragic accident or whatever happened to her, if she was meant to live, I believe they both still would have had the fans and the popularity that they both would have been due. Because somebody does not have to pass away in order for your dreams to come true. Because if that is the case, then a lot of people are jacked up. That the theory of that does not even make any sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. And I think that we have gotten caught up with the gossip. Because whenever I go on TikTok, it's not so much as YouTube. YouTube has a lot of it. But whenever I go on TikTok, I'm seeing all these lives still talking about Diddy, and they don't know no more than what anybody else knows. That the man is locked up, and everything else is elaborated stories. Elaborated stories. Y'all don't know any. They don't know anymore. I try to listen to. I try to sit in some of the lives. I do. I try to sit in there. I try to listen. I really do. I try. I try my best to try to listen and take it all in. Right. And when I listen, I'm like, so basically, y'all just sitting around just talking. I wonder what he's doing in jail, and he's nervous, and people, Jay-Z nervous right now. I seen one person even post last night on there that they just raided Jay-Z's house. I'm like, oh my God, please, y'all just anything for clickbait. Anything for clickbait. Let's just be for real. As much stuff that Jay-Z has gotten himself involved in as far as the NFL, the music industry, if y'all think that they gonna publicize what happened to Diddy on all these news outlets and these cable outlets, and y'all think that if Jay-Z's house was raided last night or yesterday, y'all don't think that would have been on every news outlet, y'all are crazy. Stop eating up all these lies. Y'all just eating it up. Oh my God, I knew it. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. Just eating it up. I'm like, oh my God, a bunch of gullible people that believe everything they hear. If anything is meant to happen to anybody else outside of Diddy, it's going to happen without us trying to force it to happen. I've never seen it before. I've never seen so many people waiting on the demise of so many other people before my life. I think the hate is real. I know some of y'all might not like what I'm gonna say. I know, but so many people hate on Beyonce, and y'all have not realized that that's the reason why that girl keeps going on and on and on. The hate is what's driving her. Some of the stuff that people say to her, I have never in my life believed. Why would you say the things that you say to this lady who basically has not done anything to her? Y'all made her a devil worshiper. Y'all made her this. Y'all made her the worst person in the world. And none of that is true. None of it. I seen where she changed over in the concerts to this evil being. It's called acting. It's called performing. I think it's just sick. I'm not just gonna talk about Beyonce. I'm just gonna talk about everybody that she talks about. Like she said that the Temptations ran a train on Patti LaBelle, or Patti LaBelle slept with all the time. Whatever it was that she was saying, I'm like, come on, girl, who trusting you with that? How would you know that? Were you in the room? Were you sitting there watching this go on? How do you know everything about everybody? Even the people, even the credible bloggers out here don't know everything about everybody. Even the credible bloggers, even the bloggers that are in the industry, even the bloggers that rub elbows with famous people and know famous people, don't claim that they know everything about everybody, especially when you have not been active all this time and you talking about stuff like you know what's going on. You talking about stuff like you are aware of what's going on. And I think that a lot of y'all should actually be asking her, well, if you know all this, why haven't you said anything? Y'all saying protect her, protect this girl, she the truth and all that. Okay, how is she being protected? How is she protecting herself when she putting this on social media? She putting this on Facebook, TikTok, IG, and YouTube. And y'all talking about protect this girl at all costs. She's not trying to protect herself. She needs the attention. She wants the clickbait. She wants Jay-Z to say something to her. She wants Jay-Z to respond to something that she said. She wants Patti LaBelle. She wants Oprah. She wants Tyler Perry. She wants all these big names that she keeps dropping. She wants to be relevant. And she wants to keep her name in the circle, even though she's out of the circle. And I'm just trying to figure out when y'all gonna realize that that's what she's doing. And she plays to the mind of people that eat up gossip. She plays to the mindset of people who just want to know the who's who of what's going on. And it's so easy. Some of y'all are so easily manipulated. It's sad. It is. So I'm gonna get out my little high horse on it. I just had to say my say. There's a whole lot more that I wanted to say. There's a whole lot more that I wanted to say. In the age of information, there's a lot of misinformation out there. In the age of information, there's a lot more misinformation out there. Age of information, disinformation triples. Age of information is just going to keep skyrocketing because I'm going to keep on throwing a rock until I hit something. If I keep gossiping enough, if I keep talking about something enough, something going to come out. Something going to be believable. I could have told y'all blah, blah, blah. You always could have told us something when something came out. If I'm so hurt and upset about what happened to these people that I know happened to these people, I would not be talking about it on social media. I would actually be talking to somebody who could do something about it. I would not be sitting up talking to social media about things that are criminal and things that's very detrimental and very harmful to people that she holds the goods on. And nobody ever wondered why she never talked about it. And don't tell me it's because she could be eliminated. Something could happen to her. Well, she's on social media. So she's not too worried about that. Use your mind. If she was trying to be protective and all that kind of stuff, she would not be talking about it at all. People that hold criminal information like that with people that are millionaires and billionaires, they would not be talking about it like that. It's an attention. It's somebody who wants and need and desire the attention. And she's getting it because y'all are eating it all up. Y'all are eating it all up. And I just wish we would be more critical thinkers. Yeah, Diddy's locked up, and that's all we know. Y'all don't know no more than I do. The only thing y'all know is what everybody else know. He locked up. They got the oil. They had the toys and all that. All that. That's everything that y'all know. We know, and y'all been eating up all this stuff that she been talking about, but she don't know no more than nobody else. And I don't know why y'all don't know this. I don't know why y'all don't see this. But hey, if I know everything about everybody in any part in corporate America, I know just because I'm in the business, I know everything about everybody. If I'm what other industry? And if I'm an actor, I know everything about all black actors. Everything. I know the gossip. I know what they do. I know who they mess with. I know who they slept with last night. I don't even know them, but I just know all of this. Yeah. Critical thinking. Everybody does not know everything about everybody just because at one period of time they were in Black Hollywood. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what y'all say. There's no way that she would know everything. Some of the stuff she may know from being back then, but a lot of that stuff, y'all should not be eating it up like that. And I think it's sad. I think that we should wait this out, and see what happens. All these lives eating it up and talking about stuff and all that. Why don't y'all just wait and see what happens? Because if anything happens, we all gonna know, just like we knew when Diddy got locked up. So sit up and eat up all the gossip if that makes you feel good that somebody's feeding you lies and no concrete evidence. Sit up and listen to it all you care. I mean, all you want to, but just know that if I was somebody who was in the business, and if I knew 1/10 of the things that she claims that she knows, that's the reason why she's not in the business. She talks too much. She's a busybody. And I wouldn't have her around nobody that I knew. I couldn't, if I can't trust you, you telling my business all over social media, whether good, bad, or ugly. No, you're not trustworthy. Why would I let you back in? Because I've heard her music and she could sing, but let's just think about this. You have not made it with the other people, right? That you start Jay-Z and the Roots and all that, all these people that you sung for with and all that. But if you were where you say you were, somebody else would have done picked you up by now. I'm sorry. I just see a burnt person, and I see somebody on a tour of demise, or trying to bring somebody down and bring up their name long enough to get their attention. That's what I see. I don't care. I don't care. I know a lot of people are not gonna like what I stated, but I'm standing on business. I'm standing on what I gotta say. I'm a grown woman, and I can see through people, and I can see when somebody is speaking out of hurt and being and feeling like they're do something that they're not. It's just that simple. I feel like she feels that she's due something, some type of recognition that she didn't get, and the other way of getting attention is just to just talk about people, gossip. That's how Wendy Williams made it. I mean, hey, why not? So I've said my little say. I had to get this out because it's just getting on my nerves. And God bless you all. Be peaceful. Bye.